How's it going, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist, coming to you from my art studio. And today, hoy, ahora, ahorita, right now, I'm going to talk about where are the art collectors? Oh, please, can somebody tell me where the art collectors are? I hear this question over and over. I used to ask this stupid question, like, where are the art collectors? Who is an art collector? I'm going to go hang out where the art collectors are. And I'm not trying to make fun of it. I guess I did. about people doing things wrong, because a lot of people are like, dude, you talk about a lot about what people are doing wrong as opposed to what to do. Oh, no. You haven't been listening if you think that. I talk a lot about stop doing that. And look, this is where you need to focus. It's just that some of you don't even have attention to listen to a 5-minute video or 2-minute video. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Who knows? Guys, where are the art collectors? This is a mythical creature invented by the art galleries or invented by someone out there. An art collector is just a buyer, guys. Now, there are those people that all they do is just collect art, right? Of course, you hit a jackpot when someone loves what you do and all they do is collect art, because now all they're going to do is collect you for a while. Hopefully for a lifetime, but mostly for a while. Until they move on to the next, person that they rediscover. That's the whole game, right? Is they discover someone's style and they go, wow, someone's thing. But that's awesome, right? But that's not the ultimate thing. That's not the ultimate thing. Art collectors are just buyers, guys. They're the same people that are hanging out at the bar here. But of course, they have a bit more disposable income. Most people that buy art, because it's original art, so you have to have a little bit more disposable income, or you gotta really want it. So some people may not, like, for example, I bought art when I didn't have disposable income because I really love it and I admire it and I want it, right? So I consider myself a bit an amateur art collector, I guess, as well as an artist. But I realized that what makes an art collector, through my years of selling and pitching and experiencing different platforms and different ways of sharing my artwork and myself, I realized that an art collector, it's really your, they're just like us. They're just like us. They're just like us. It's your neighbor. It's your, I don't know, the guy who owns the grocery store in the corner. It's it's the mechanic. Maybe they want a painting of a classic truck, one of those Chevy trucks, classics. It's probably that. It's probably the auto shop. The auto shop. The car dealership. Maybe the car dealership. The guy is getting old, and the wife is like, man, I wish I had something to, besides the photograph, to really, he built this place from the bottom. How do we remember him? Oh, I know how. A portrait. High-end, beautiful, well done, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're more modern and they're like, dude, I want something more abstract, more my style. Whatever. Guys, really, the art collector is a mythical creature invented by who knows who. You don't want to be thinking about where the art collector is necessarily. You want to be thinking, where are people? Where are people hanging out? And where are people that are shopping hanging out? Where are people that buy hanging out? No, because my price points are blah, blah, so I need art collectors. You don't know that. I've had people bought from me good amounts of artwork that they told me, I've never bought artwork before I bought yours. And they've spent, good amounts of cash. And I had a person just buy a painting out of the blue for $5,000, and they've never purchased artwork before. They're like, I gotta have this piece, right? It's meaningful. It means it talks to me, and so you know what I mean. Like, the art collector is this idea of like, it's another way to stop yourself. Because now you want the condition to be right. Are you an art collector? If you're an art, this is what I used to do. See, this is where I come with this. I used to be like, I'm gonna look for the art collector. And when people are like, I love your art, some random citizen in a mixer or something. We were at a party or downtown event or whatever, or art gallery opening, people are like, oh man, I really like what you're doing. That's great stuff. Oh, thank you so much. And then kind of walk away and be like, oh, okay, well, that was nice. No, dum dum, that's a potential art collector, right? See, so we think that the art collector has to look and be this way. And I used to tell myself, are you an art collector? Because if you're not, if you're just telling me that you like my art and blah, blah, but if I don't know that you collect other art and that you're into art collecting, see, you think you're smart by doing that. You think you're very smart, but you're not. You're doing yourself a disservice and your family, if you're married and have children, a disservice if you don't treat everyone with the same amount of respect and thinking, this could be an art collector. And don't judge by the way they dress and this and that. Like you don't know. You don't know. One of my mentors that I started reading about art sales and marketing some time ago was a man named Jack White. Jack White used to talk about how he used to do art shows, right? He's a Texas artist, muy macho Texas type of guy, and he used to create Western type of artwork, and I mean Texas type of guy because he was a cowboy. I think cowboys look macho. My dad was a cowboy, so so this guy used to talk about like selling artwork, right, in art shows and whatnot, and he said that he told a story once that this guy who had like beat up boots and it was like looked like a, just you couldn't tell him apart from some just random guy in the street, with beat up boots and the clothing all scruffed up, and a lot of people that are ranchers or whatever, they can't get the stink away of horse, right? I remember when I was in Mexico, I used to see the charros. No matter where they went, no matter where they go, it smells like horse, right? Because they're riders. So he talks about how he's like, oh, those pictures over there, blah blah. He didn't even call them paintings, right? The guy's like, are you the guy who does the pictures, blah blah blah, with a southern draw, right? I don't know how to do a southern draw. So Jack White was like, yeah, and Jack White gave him the respect, right? Jack White was a very intelligent guy. He recently passed. Very intelligent guy, right? He's like, dude, I'm not gonna discard this guy, right? He didn't say dude, but I say dude. I can give him the attention and the respect, right? Well, anyways, the guy ended up buying, I don't know, I think the whole show or something. He bought like so much because he was one of those wealthy ranchers. He didn't look the part. That's all. He was at the right place, but he didn't look the part, right? He was at the right place where that stuff got sold. I guess he saw him on TV or something. He was buying some stuff for the family. It wasn't even like, I'm going to go resell this or anything. Like, he was buying for the family. So there's a little story right there for you guys. You never know. I've had a lot of times where that has happened to me, where people are like, they don't get down from a limo and, are like, oh, I'm from a gallery in New York. No, they're just, small business owners, everyday people that are like, or someone who just recently bought a home and they want that piece. They care more about that piece than maybe some furniture at the house. So they want that, So where are the art collectors? Art collectors are everywhere. Don't dismiss them. This is a huge mistake. I did this early on in my career, and I regret it. Because an art collector is just someone who truly enjoys what you're doing, either because they looked at it or because you persuade them, right? And I'm not talking about some negative stuff, because you talked about yourself, because you talked about your process, and then they get their interest, becomes like, oh, they start understanding. So you have a real communication. You have a real what would you call this? Exchange of values, right? You share about how you do things, what you do, why you believe in it, how much it matters, why you're staying in the market. That's something very important. A lot of collectors like to know that you're not just playing around, that you're not just going to paint and then go away. Because a lot of people also see it as investment. A lot of people don't say this, right? A lot of people don't say this. I'm not just buying it for me, but deep down inside, it's kind of like dating. I remember my wife telling me this. When guys usually date, we're like, man, we're gonna have fun, right? And for girls, it's a bit more, sometimes more emotional, right? It's like, maybe this is the guy that I don't know, that I'm gonna create a relationship with or a family with, and this and that. So in art collectors, it's something kind of similar. You know, there's a lot of guys who think like that too. I shouldn't say that, guys and girls, but there's a lot of guys who also think. I know, I wasn't like that, but I had friends who were like, man, maybe she's the one. You know, maybe she's the one of my life. Anyways, so it comes in different forms. You never really know, right? So an art collector may see your work and be like, maybe this is the artist that I'm going to collect. Maybe this is the artist that is going to hit it big, you know. And I'm so glad that I caught some of the early work, right? They may not be open about that and just say, no, I just want it over my couch. But many are thinking that deep down inside. And it's okay, because why not, right? So they want to trust you. Many times they're not betting on the art. They're betting on the artist. They're not betting on, you know, they're betting on the horse, right? Not the number. So I'll leave you with that. The name is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. Take care, guys. Till next time.